Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Oakland Raiders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Mike, 58, right there. Let's go. One time. Run left.
Now Wilson on first down. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 20. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Go.
They start the drive with a give to Allen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Let's go now. 10-2 saw. You go tight. 61, matchbox lights. Check Mike. Go.
On 1st and 10, Gannon. This will be caught by Brown. Trotty. And he is in. Touchdown. Right. As his guys are in for 6, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. scoring the touchdown. Ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
As a general manager, you're counting on your 1st and 2nd round draft picks to have a big-time impact on your team. But where you make your bones, rounds 3 through 7. If you can find a few diamonds in the rough there, develop them, then you've got something going, and we're seeing one right here.
Yeah, plays like that lead me to believe that they found a diamond in the rough. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're 1st place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
To throw again. Gannon. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Check 45 the mic. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Check 3, check 3. Check 24, check 24.
Back to throw. Gannon under pressure again, and down he goes again.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Alert, 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 alert. One left, right.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Jones has it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Gurley. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
We got to step it up.
Here's Allen. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll run on 1st down. Allen. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Looking to throw. Gannon, he's got Allen. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a 1st down at the Falcons' 35.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On the double.
Check, 45 to Mike.
Hey, orbit.
I'm coming after you. 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 45, 45.
Hit it.
On 1st down, it's Allen. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. From 13 yards out, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead is now 21-14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll run with Allen, and he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Check 45 to Mike. All day, pump. Switch.
Hurry, snap.
Operating from the gun. Gannon nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
This is fielded at the 27. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
Safety creep.
Got it. Get up for second.
Watch it. Shift.
Still got it, 4 down.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They begin the drive on the ground with Allen. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good stop, baby. Good stop.
remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gannon. And he'll find Moreau here. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw on 3rd down. Gannon. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. They'll run on first down. Allen. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Right here. 45.
Bravo.
Stop your running.
2nd and 6. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, dude.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. You're ready.
From the gun, Gannon. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Let's go.
At their own 38-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
45, Mike, 45.
On 3rd down, Allen. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Again they run with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Abram able to make the play defensively. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. It's caught. Jones. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
36 power.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Falcons push further out in front. Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Ready, set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Throwing on 1st down. Gannon. Got a man. It's Brown. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
And now offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Hey, 0-0-0. Hey, alert.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Tempo.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. Check 13.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Falcons 42, Raiders 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Bailey got the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And he loses the football a second time. And the Falcons grab it. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Here we go, D.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Another carry now for Gurley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried.
And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34. To throw is Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by 1 more. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Let's go, defense.
The drive starts with a run by Allen. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They keep it on the ground. Allen again. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, it's Allen. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse. How's that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Check, check, check.
On fourth down, Gannon. Now a desperation throw deep down, and that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A run with Gurley there on first down, going to get about 4 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Sponge, sponge.
Bang out, bang out. Bam, bam.
Hatchet. Slam, slam.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Rush in, rush in, rush in. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
Go, 14.
Off. You're not ready. 58's to Mike. 50.
Go.
Wilson. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the...
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
Set.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On third down, Allen. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll run for it. This is Allen. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.